What's up, you guys? So, this episode of Showroom Black, we're going to review the Volkswagen ID4, which I think is right over there.
Without you, baby, want you all night long, want you all night long.
Okay, hello you guys. My name is Andre Ray. I'm Showroom Black. Today we're going to go over the Volkswagen ID4. This is the second edition, which has the rear-wheel drive. And thank you to Lake Charles Volkswagen for letting us do this video. It's a pleasure and an honor to be able to be here, actually being able to test drive our first vehicle for Showroom Black. And I hope you guys enjoy this experience. Let's go. So all of this is touch sensitive.
Yeah.
Like the volume.
Yeah, so in order just to change the temperature in the vehicle, you slide your finger right or left, volume of the vehicle as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And before I came here, I know that there's the start-stop button, the push start, and like you don't, like here you can turn it,
Yeah.
and it will.
So the controls are very simple. In order to put it into drive, or which would be the B, regenerative braking, you just turn the forward or backwards, depending if you want to be in reverse, neutral, or drive. The park button is located on the outside of the control, and it's just a button that you push. When the driver leaves the vehicle, everything in the vehicle will actually turn off. But you have a button on the side here that will actually turn on all infotainment settings and the AC. So the driver doesn't need to be in the car to use the AC or listen to music.
Okay. And is it just there for just redundancy, or?
Yes, just because if you go to the grocery store and the driver decides to be the only one to leave, this just leaves the option to leave the AC and the infotainment system on, just in case, because without the key you can't drive.
Oh, wow. Okay, sweet. All right. What kind of sunroof would you describe this as?
So this is a panoramic sunroof. It is stationary, so it doesn't open.
Okay.
It does have a shade that you can access by just swinging your finger to the front or to the back, in case you want to open it or close it. Now the ID4 has an IQ light, which lights up in the front. You can set this up anywhere you want once you're pretty used to it, and you can tell it to do things like ID4 open sunshade, and it'll do it on its own. Voice commands, or ID4 I'm cold or I'm hot, and it'll turn the AC or the heat on for you.
That is awesome. So like Alexa, but VW.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Is there any specific route that you normally take when?
No, just wherever you feel more comfortable going. Now, in order to put in reverse, you'll have to put your foot on the brake, and then just turn the lever towards you.
Okay.
So yeah.
I could say Does this detect cars to the side of you as well?
So it has rear traffic alert and then front assist.
Okay.
The rear traffic alert has 4 sensors located on the back to pick up on any foreign object, or if you get too close to a vehicle, it'll alert you and let you know that you're too close. The camera does have 2 settings, so it gives you the fishbowl lens view in case you're in a tight spot and you need to see if a car or anything is coming back towards you. And you can switch it back; it'll take you back to the regular camera view.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen on a vehicle to where you can actually switch lens views.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what about the mileage? How far can you go on a single charge?
So the EPA estimates a 250-mile charge, but it does have the regenerative braking feature, which it'll save you some of that energy and store it back into the battery. It just uses kinetic energy from the wheels to store the energy back into the battery.
All right. So far the ride is pretty smooth.
Yeah, it'll be very smooth. There's, as you know, it's just there's not a lot of gear changes going on because it's just the electric motor is direct to the wheels.
And with the camera, because we're in drive.
So the camera will stay on. Once you reach a certain speed, it'll come off. But it does give you the option to take it off right there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's a rear-wheel drive. So this one only produces 201 horses. The all-wheel drive will produce 301 because it'll have dual motors.
Right.
But it's got pretty good torque. Just like an electric car, it's going to be straightforward with that.
And I know that Volkswagen released, I think it's called Electric America for the charging stations.
Yeah, so it's Electrify America. Car comes with three years of unlimited charging through Electrify America.
Okay.
So the only thing about it, you have to download the app. The app comes with a location finder, so you can actually through the app you can route your your destination, and it'll tell you exactly where each charger is on your way there. And like I said, it's free for 3 years, so that's pretty convenient. You can use a Tesla charging station. The only thing about that, you will have to buy an aftermarket adapter.
Okay.
You can't use the Electrify America account through that. You have to pay for that separately.
Okay. And how much is the adapter if someone were to buy it?
It depends. Some aftermarket ones, I really couldn't give you an exact number, but they're fairly cheap. They can't be too expensive because in reality it's just a small little plastic adapter that gives you the same port to use the Tesla one in.
And I always found this interesting, but why do different automakers have different adapters and chargers?
So it's a trademark thing. Tesla has theirs. It's a registered trademark, so we can't really use their station. So we have to, but ours are compatible with other charging stations, like I believe the Mitsubishi electric car. It's the same as ours. So it's just a difference of level 1, level 2, and level 3. The prongs in the charging handle actually change out from level 1 to level 3, depending on where you go to get it charged.
And how long does it take normally to charge this vehicle?
So, we'll go back to the 3-level charge, or the 3 levels of charging. You've got a level 1 that the vehicle comes with. This one plugs into any household plug. That one will take anywhere between 24 to 72 hours get a full charge. It's just very low wattage, and that's the reason. But when you get into a level 2, the level 2 is actually available to have installed into your house. Electrify America does have one that you can have installed. The price, I looked last time I looked, it ranged between $600 to $800. It does have to be installed in your home by a certified electrician. That one you can get a full charge 7 to 8 hours, so overnight. And then the level 3 is going to be like the big ones you see out, at the mall or in certain places outside grocery stores. That one can take, so you get a full charge, 5% to 80% in 38 minutes. And those are just those are commercial ones. So in order to have one of those installed in your house, I really don't know if you can, because they're fairly expensive.
And this is, I could take the street back to the dealership, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, this car has just about all the safety features, blind spot monitoring, and like I mentioned earlier, front assist, rear traffic alerts, it's got adaptive cruise control, lane assist. So the car, on long trips, it'll help you with the driving. It's just not an autonomous driving vehicle like Tesla, and we're not really promote that because that's something that they do. But this car is it's in competition with what they're producing at the moment.
And I noticed this one, normally from the ones that I've seen on like YouTube or pictures, the steering column, the infotainment system normally contrasts with the dash with the white steering wheel and so on.
Yeah.
Is that like a standard thing or a special package?
So that was for the first edition. It came with the white steering wheel, white hand stitch white steering wheel. The other ones are going to have the black hand stitch steering wheel. As you can see, the interior color is it's brown with the black polish accents, like on the odometer and on the infotainment system. The first edition had white accents, so it's just a launch edition thing. But in the first edition, that's the only one that they offered that.
Do I go there? Or?
Let's go this way.
Driving too slow, but
So you just hit map right here.
Okay.
Just take you to the map. The Pro S is going to have standard navigation. If you go to a Pro, you lose a few features. You'll go into cloth interior. You lose the panoramic sunroof and standard navigation. The price difference it varies. Just if on the trim level. So all these extras are going to be part of the gradient package. So the bigger rims, the panoramic sunroof, and leather interior.
Have you personally ever thought about getting one of these?
Yeah, I have actually. At the moment, I have a Tiguan, a Volkswagen Tiguan, and I really like it. But this is definitely, something that I would like to get my hands on, or at least lease, because I have a pretty good lease program on it.
And which way am I going?
To be honest, I don't know where we are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, take a right here. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I've heard of the one pedal drive or one pedal brake, one pedal drive. Well, what exactly is one pedal drive? Because I heard it described as like when it comes to like normal petroleum vehicles, the vehicle will normally stop itself, but with the one pedal drive, it like keeps going or so. But can you like explain that more in detail?
With the one pedal drive, they do the less aggressive regenerative braking, which if you were to switch it to it right there, you notice it'll brake on its own to a certain extent. And then you can try it again here in a second. When you get a little bit and you let off the gas, it'll actually slow down on its own. What it's doing is, like I said, it's using that regenerative braking to brake it on its own and then store some of that energy back into the battery.
Okay, so the brakes automatically engage whenever I take my foot off?
Yeah, for a certain extent. If you want to keep going,
okay,
and just speed up a little bit, and then you'll notice. There you go.
Okay.
So put it back into the beep. There you go. And then let off the gas, and you notice it's slowing down a little bit on its own. That's the regenerative braking. Now, if you take it off and then you let off the gas, it'll just go on its own. You notice it's not stopping on its own?
Right.
Now, you feel that?
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And it's charging the battery while it does that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
It's not as aggressive as the what you mentioned earlier. That one will actually, stop the vehicle all the way.
It's almost like power saver mode for your iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, if you drive 20, 25 miles a day, or 40 miles tops, that helps a lot. Save you some energy, so you don't have to plug it up as much. But the thing about it is you'll save a lot more by having an electric vehicle than a standard gas powered car. You can save up to $4,000 in a 5-year period. That's the comparative to a gas car.
How much do people normally pay in gas per year?
It depends. It varies from when you go to 4-cylinder to 6-cylinder to 8-cylinder vehicle. I think the standard on a 4-cylinder car is like $1,300, $1,200 a year. You can save up to 1/3 of that with an electric car. It just depends on what kind of charging station or company you're using and what kind of price they have per wattage. But I think the standard is 16 cents per watt. So compared to gas, I think it's saved 15 cents, so almost half of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look into getting one of these. I just got my Golf.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, yeah.
Oh, you just got it?
I just got it, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, prior I had a Mini Cooper, fully paid and everything, but there was a gasket on the right side that came loose, and it was letting rainwater in.
Oh, wow.
And it fried the computer because they have the.
There you go.
Yeah, they had the computer on the passenger side somewhere, and water got to it.
Oh.
And with the SOS, do you have to subscribe to anything to have that? Or?
So it comes with that part of the SOS is part of our CarNet system. CarNet system is just like OnStar for Chevy or CarLink. What that does, it provides the crash response. You can talk to anybody regarding roadside assistance. This will actually come with 5 years of remote access. So with an app, you can check just about anything, unlock it, lock it. They'll even let you run a diagnostic on it. remotely. Set up service appointments, just anything like that in general. GPS located. You go out of town and you forgot where you parked. The app will actually tell you down to like feet where it is. So that's a good thing to have, especially on a vehicle. A lot of companies don't offer 4 or 5 years. Some of them offer up to a year free of charge, but we do 5 years free of charge, remote access. Also comes with the 4-year 50,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty, as well as an 8-year 100,000 mile battery warranty. So you can have that peace of mind. Especially, a lot of people worry about, well, what if my battery goes out in the next 2 years or the next 3 years? Well, Volkswagen's got that covered with the 8-year 100,000 mile warranty on that. Also comes with the carefree maintenance. Just depending on, this car you only just need to check, tire rotations, electrical components, and things like that. So on your first 5,000 miles, you just bring it back to us, so we can take a look, make sure all the systems are running correctly, and we'll have you back on your way.
And with the mirror, I know some mirrors have the little tab that you can push and pull for like nighttime glare. Does this automatically dim and undim?
Yeah, so this is a auto dimming mirror. It comes with a home link, so you can set up your your remote for your garage through this.
Seems like we went over everything. These are the same as this, right?
Yeah, so you have the controls this is for your adaptive cruise control, regular cruise control, and then your settings for your lane assist. Pretty much if you want to set anything, if you wanted to kind of help you on the highway to take some of the driving load off, you do still have to have your hand on the steering wheel. If you don't, it will give you a warning light here, and if you don't respond in time, the vehicle will actually come to a complete stop because of things that you may be falling asleep or you're not paying attention. So it's just a safety feature that Volkswagen has provided, and I think it's a good thing because we're just in the early stages of the autonomous driving ourselves, so it helps. All these buttons, they're touch sensitive, but you can also press them. So if you want to just turn the volume up, you can slide your finger across, or you can press the actual button. Volkswagen just wanted to give people that option, because a lot of people are used to just pressing a button. So on this side you have your volume controls, and for your rear view button is just to change the different settings on here.
That's the cool thing about this vehicle, that they have a lot of redundancies. Like you can push, or you can swipe, or the start stop. These are also push as well, right?
These are not. These are going to be actually just the touch sensitive ones, but they did want to give you that option on the steering wheel. All these other ones, they're just touch sensitive. The vehicle does come with the eco mode, comfort, sport, or custom, just depending on how you like the feel of the drive.
And the last thing, and then we can get out and talk about the outside. Their windows.
Yeah. So this, if you notice on the controls right there, it doesn't have 4 actual buttons for the rear windows. Now, if you want to roll down the rear windows, you have to hit that rear setting right there, and then you can actually use the same controls to do the back and the front. Now, if you take it off and then do your front one, it'll actually do that. It just eliminates 2 extra buttons and gives you that option to not be as clustered here with all that. You do have a child lock setting on the top left.
So, this one?
The other one.
Oh.
So yeah, if you set that one, it'll actually activate the the safety locks on the rear doors.
Now, you guys have just finished watching a semi-test drive interview with Art, A-R-T, here at VW Volkswagen Lake Charles, and he is very knowledgeable. As you guys can see, he's very knowledgeable about the ID4. He knows his craft, and he sold me on that vehicle. And the thing is that vehicle is my first time driving an electric vehicle, and it's been an awesome experience. I'm still waiting to hear back from Tesla. I'm going to be back with you guys on that. But if you guys have noticed, my vehicle is different. This is because I just got this vehicle, the Volkswagen Golf GTI S, by the way, it's the S. And I got this vehicle because my Mini Cooper, my 2013 beloved, paid off Mini Cooper, had some rainwater in it, and it burned out the computer. And at this point, it's a total loss. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. Please give this a thumbs up. Leave a comment below on any improvements that could be made, what sucks, what's great. I would love to read what you guys have to say, and I will see you guys the next time.